Good evening, and I am your guest host tonight, while Mark Smith is off gallivanting in the UK. So I'll be running through our P2P Live. So on today's show, we have got the GDP figures for April 2023. We'll be looking at the hot jobs across Australia, New Zealand and the UK. We will be having a look at a video for preventing staff burnout with Mark Smith and Juma Mrisho. And then we will take a little look, get my words out. We'll be taking a little look at our Twitter polls for last week and for next week. First of all, we have got our employment stats of the week. So GDP estimates for April, we have seen a growth by 0.2%. It did previously fall by 0.3% earlier this year. However, an overall growth by 0.1% in the last 3 months compared to January 2023. The best sector that we have seen an increase in is the service sector, which has had a growth of 0.3%. So let's take a bit of a look at our UK Temp job of the week. So we're looking for an architectural assistant. This is based in London. It is a 12-month contract and it ranges between £27,000 to £35,000. In terms of what you'll be responsible for, so creating some technical drawings, including plans and elevations, and focusing on ongoing from the concept stage all the way through to the details and the structural. So this company are renowned for their excellent approach and execution on their projects. To apply for this job, you do need to have experience of working within the building control guidelines and project experience of working on residential properties. And if you are interested and want to hear more, then please do contact 𝐦𝐤𝐝 in our London office. Up next, we have our perm job of the week, which is a legal executive. So this role is based in Chelmsford. They are looking to pay around £53,000 per year. In terms of what you'll be responsible for, so it's providing timely and accurate legal advice to internal staff. You need to be qualified as a solicitor, barrister, legal executive with a current membership of Law Society. And to apply, please do get in contact with our Managing Director, 𝐦𝐤𝐝 in the UK. And over on our side in New Zealand, so our New Zealand job of the week, we are looking for a distribution officer that's based in Auckland. So this role is paying between $55,000 to $60,000 per annum. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be working for a medical device company, and it's managing the end-to-end process of receiving orders from the hospitals and the clients, just to make sure that you fulfill them in a timely manner. You do need to have a passion for healthcare and medical technology. And if you want to hear more about this role, then please do get in contact with Mrisho, who is looking after this position.
I'm currently working with one of Perth's top law firms who are seeking a leasing assistant to join the property and leasing team. The firm offer loads of perks and benefits, including subsidised gym membership, flexible arrangements with up to 2 days working from home, an active social club and a big focus on health and well-being. The successful candidate will assist across document management, assist with preparing and finalising leasing documentation, diary management, liaising with clients and then general administration as required. The role would suit somebody who has experience within the property and leasing space, and if you are interested in making a move this new financial year, please get in touch for a confidential chat. Thank you.
Right. Well, we're going to talk about a topic that is top of mind at the moment because everyone is working hard. There's a lot more people in work. People have got side hustles. They're working more hours. How do you avoid burnout? Well, the person who's going to help us out here is Juma from the HR Solutions team here at People2People. G'day, Juma. How are you?
I'm not too bad, Mark. How are you?
Well, I'm very excited about Travis Head's century. Boy, we got 143. I don't know if you're a cricket fan, but clearly I am, and I should stop talking about it now and talk about preventing staff burnout. So what tips have you got for people?
Alrighty, so good afternoon, viewers. So as we know now, the topic for discussion of the week is preventing staff from getting burnt out. So as we enter into the second half of the year, we are starting to see the wear and tear of 2023 settle into employees. Especially with the increase of interest rates and alike, it is crucial that we provide and maintain employees with a healthy working environment and promote productivity. Burnt out employees can lead to decreased productivity, increased turnover, and decline in morale. So it is important that we address this issue. One step we can take into addressing this issue is creating a supportive work culture. So fostering an environment that values work-life balance and open communication. We can encourage breaks, set realistic expectations, and promote a positive atmosphere through team building activities and recognition of achievements. Another step we can take, Mark and viewers, into addressing this issue is offering stress management resources. So providing access to mental health services, stress management workshops, and mindfulness techniques to help employees effectively cope with stress. It can even be something as simple as asking if they're okay with their workload. Now, the final step we can take into addressing this issue is supporting a work-life balance. So promote flexible working arrangements like remote work or flexible hours, allow employees to control their schedules and prioritize self-care. We can also set boundaries to avoid excessive overtime. That's it, Mark, and that's it, viewers, from me. And what about yourself, Mark? What do you think on this issue? Is there anything else that you can add to this to prevent staff from burning out?
Well, just showing my age a little bit, it is such a dramatic change from what the world of work was like. I'd say even just 10 years ago. If we went back 20 years, it's very different. Just around flexible working. I think if I had a tip for employers out there, and even for people who are in a job and they're feeling that they're approaching burnout, is communication is key. People need to communicate with their management team, and managers need to communicate with their team to understand if people are actually approaching burnout or not. Yeah. And then you can explore a lot of the options that you were talking about: team building, understanding, using flexible
working
arrangements. Like we've just had a comment on Facebook here that from Lisa saying some companies are demanding people to come back and work in the office. Do you expect this to impact employee stress? That's a very interesting question. I think there is not a direct relationship between whether somebody is burning out and whether they're working from an office or working from home. I mean, the reality is that 60% of Australian employees are actually working. They don't get the opportunity to even work from home anyway, simply because if you're a teacher, you don't work from home. If you're a bus driver, you don't work from home. So there's most employees don't do that. But I don't think there's a direct correlation between working from home and whether you're burnt out or not. It's really about the management of the tasks and how you're actually managing that work. And I'm just gibbering on here, Juma. You asked me a question and now I'm talking too much. We're already at 15 minutes, but thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully we'll get you back on again soon. And if anybody wants to have if somebody wants to have a chat to you about avoiding burnout, or even just the HR solutions part of our business, what's the best number that they can get you on?
So you can get me on 041305 1365. The number is actually on the screen right now. You can also email me at Juma, which is spelled JUMA, at people2people.com.au.
So if you are interested in any of those roles, then please do get in contact with the consultants across UK, Australia or New Zealand. So up next, we're going to take a look at our social media poll. So let's take a look at last week's question. So we were looking at, with the advancement of AI in the workplace recently, have you found it to be better, worse or no difference? I think it's quite interesting just to see how many people haven't found it to be better. I know within our organisation we have incorporated it into some of our day-to-day just to make our lives a bit easier. So it's interesting to see how many people haven't found that to be quite as useful. Let's have a look at our next week's poll. So going into the second half of 2023, are you beginning to feel the burnout? So going to be interesting to find out how people are feeling going into the second half of the year. So we'll take a look at some of those answers next week. So I'll be joining you again next week at 10:30. I hope you have a good weekend and thank you for joining us on P2P Live UK.